What's good, my YouTube family? So today I'm coming at you with a mukbang video, and this is gonna be a keto mukbang. We'll dive on in, but first things first, let's say a quick prayer. We'll smack a thumbnail, and we'll do this. All right, guys, just want to thank you for this day. Thank you for another opportunity just to be alive and just be out here just trying to do the best we can. Just thank you for the process. We're grateful. Let us live great lives in your name we pray. Amen. All right, let's smack a thumbnail. Sweet, so hopefully there's something thumbnail worthy in there. Let's do this. Okay, so what we're working with is I made just basically a burger without the bun. So we got a burger patty with some hey, check that out. We'll get that yolk pour unintentionally. Ooh, okay, so just pop that yolk. We got 2 sunny side up eggs. We got some sauteed onions. And we've got 2, 4, 5 strips of steak. And this is that thick bacon. We got it from just the store. And we just got some tomatoes, some regular white onions, and we'll dive on in. So I used to do keto, which is basically high fat, high protein, high veggies, low carbs. And now I kind of just mix it up by doctor's orders. He said, you know, you've hit your goals with keto, now it's time to just kind of mix it up. You can allow more carbs in your body, and I've been enjoying it. So this sauce right here is some taco sauce that we got from some taco mukbang the other day, and it's got a good kick, so I'm just gonna be using that too. And I got 1 packet of ketchup. Ketchup has a little bit of carbs in it, decent carbs, so I won't take too much of that. But first things first, let's get 1 more yolk. Oof. Spilled on there. Oh, nice. That'll be good. Okay, so I don't really have any specific topics that I want to talk about today, but if you are eating with me or just hanging out, let's just do that. Let's just hang out, let's just eat, let's just kick it. I'll give you some updates. So today is Wednesday, and I actually think I'm gonna post this video tomorrow. That's the plan. And I never post videos back to back, but I'm like, why not? Fire. I don't know if you can see, but I should probably move this. The inside that burger patty. You see? It doesn't look like medium rare in the video, but that's a medium rare burger. If it's a burger that I order from like a nice restaurant, or whenever I get my steaks, I always order as rare as you could cook it. I just like love meat rare. I hate when stuff is well done, but that is good. And that steaking, so Rob put me on steaking. I never used to really eat super thick bacon, but when you get really thick cut bacon, that's a game changer. It's just so much more enjoyable, and it's just really filling. So updates. Let me take 1 more bite. Can't even eat. There you go, bud. Fire. So today's Wednesday. Just posted The Greatest of These episode 3 part 2. So if you haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet, please feel free after this to go check that out. I think there was just a lot that went into that video. If you haven't watched any of The Greatest of These videos, it's basically these mukbangs or interviews where I go and meet up with different people that are in like the unhoused / homeless communities, and basically just get to know them, hear their stories. And last time in episode 3, I met 4 people who all had just these really unique stories and all had different ways that they could use our help, us being like the community. And basically all sorts of people, a lot of you probably even reached out and like, you know, how can we donate? So there are different ways that people were donating, and me and Rob went out and got all sorts of stuff like tents, backpacks, clothes, a bus ticket, 2 Greyhound bus tickets back to Kansas for 2 of our guests. And it was just really cool. I think just like a lot of work went into it, and you know, I'm really questioning if I'm gonna keep on doing these because there's so much work that goes into them. And like really, I know that it's probably one of those things where it's like, hey, just stick with it, and eventually the views are gonna come, and it'll be totally worth it, and the people's lives that you're gonna be impacted are gonna be, it'll be worth that time. But I'm also like just thinking about moving back to LA in a couple weeks and just how busy I'm gonna be. So I'm really gonna have to try to be intentional about keeping this a thing, because it's not gonna happen by accident. I know that's for sure. But yeah, so if you've watched those videos or supported my content or those videos in any way, thank you. Beyond that, oh yeah, that is a bite. Beyond that, throw some bacon on this one. So beyond that, I'm heading back home the next couple weeks. The main things that I need the main blockers I have right now is why I can't go back right now is because I'm getting some work done in my car. So initially I was thinking about selling my car before moving back because after me and Rob drove out here, we carpooled or caravan the first time when we moved out here. We were like, we are never doing that again, because that 23 hour drive was pretty crazy, pretty ridiculous. And we just basically beelined it. We didn't stop and, get a hotel or anything like that. So that's part of the reason why I think it was as hectic as it was. But now I'm thinking, I just gotta get this work done. So I'm getting my car repainted. I'm getting some like check engine stuff done, some maintenance required stuff done this week and next week. So once that's done, in theory, I can just pack up my car and just start driving home to LA at any point. And I'm thinking I might as well stop at a couple points and vlog it, So I was thinking about potentially shipping my car back with all the stuff in it, which would have cost, over $1,000, and would have just added up. But now I'm thinking, maybe I'll just vlog my way back, create content along the way, and maybe even make money on my way back. So that's the plan for now. I'm really looking forward to being back in LA. I've got so many friends and family I'm just excited to see. My sister is a couple months away from having a baby. She's supposed to have a baby at the end of October. So me and my whole family were super excited. And my sister, she's my only sister. So this will be the first baby in our family, my first time being an uncle. So I'm excited. And But so one thing about me is when I eat spicy food, I do start to sweat. So just pouring that taco sauce on there, I do have a nice little sweat coming in. But yeah, we're just really excited to have a baby in the family. And then, as you know, once I'm back in LA, that's where mine and Rob's nonprofit is, the Giving app. So once we're back, it's gonna be back to having the foot on the gas, having events. We have this truck called the Giving Truck, and it's basically like a food truck without the kitchen. So we don't actually cook food in it, but we give out clothes and PPE and pre-made food to different communities. A lot of times it'll be unhoused communities, and they'll be in like Skid Row or Venice, and I'm really looking forward to doing those again. But I mean, there's just so many awesome people I know in LA, so many friends that I'm gonna be introducing a lot of you to. So stay tuned for that. We got people that are just super smart, super cool, low-key famous. I'm just thinking about all the people I know. And I'm really excited to have a lot of those people on different mukbang episodes, and just getting to show you some of the people that have impacted my life in a lot of really cool ways. Another thing, I'm just going off the dome. What can we talk about? So B loves life, and Chunk's dad as well. I think his YouTube name is like Man in the House or Man of the House. They've been here this week in Houston with us. So they've been hanging out with us and just kicking it. We watched them do like 7 mukbangs at this point. B loves it. She's just a machine. She just cranks these things out one after the other. I mean, she'll take a quick little break, but I see why she's, you know, the queen of seafood boils, the queen of mukbangs in the United States. And she's just super like hospitable, warm, welcoming, fun. Same with Chunk's dad. He's just so cool. Has been, you know, offering a lot of advice for editing, different tricks, and it's really cool to see. I see where Chunk got a lot of his qualities. Yeah, but this was a keto meal. We're only at 11 minutes. I'm thinking about dragging it, but I think about when I eat by myself, it's usually just like 15 minutes or so. So I'm thinking, if you're eating with me, you'll probably just be eating for like 10, 15 minutes too. So maybe this will be the perfect amount of time. But I do have to take my last bite. So one thing about me is whenever I'm eating, especially if it's with my family, because usually when I'm with my family, I'll be eating like really nice meals, like really good meals. I always have to have like a perfect last bite. So I really planned this out. So right now I'll probably get like this fat piece of bacon, double down on that, put this piece of burger with some egg on there, smack some avocado on that boy. There we go. Do you want some tomato? Dude, you want some tomato. Come on now. There we go. And we'll throw some white onion for the crispness and the crunch. And it's always like, it always has to be a slightly absurdly large bite. Has to be on the bigger size so that my mom or sister will look over and be like, and just shake their head. Because that's what makes the last bite. It's gotta be a little reckless like that, but enjoyable. So, cheers to y'all. Last bite. And as caveman-y as it is, you know, you probably look at things like, dude, you're disgusting, you're a pig. Maybe a little bit, but it's just so, for me, so enjoyable to eat just a fat bite like that with all the flavors. We're still working on bacon. Still got a little crunch from onion. Tomatoes chewing in the back. To me, I always gotta finish my meals with the last bite. So that was perfect. And we are at a little over 13 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it a mukbang video. So if you hung out with me, whether you're just chilling on the couch, drinking water, or if you were eating with me, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all that at james.mizuki. M as in Michael, I-Z-U-K-I. And as always, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you want. And we'll call it a mukbang. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.